Welcome back to How You Feel and What Is Real. Today we got Portia P.
Hey.
Tell them a little about yourself.
I'm Portia. I'm a graphic designer, a nail tech, a esthetician, a low-sided agent, a mom, a baddie, and a psychiatrist to be. This is my longtime friend.
Sell dope, do hair, and babysit.
All up the same house. I'm trying to tell you. They don't know when to kick the door in.
So today's conversation is going to go around how how a man's relationship with his mom affects his relationships with women, be it platonic or intimate. I want to start off by saying, have you can you notice the difference between a man who has a good relationship with his mom and who doesn't?
Yes. And you still get those few sprinkles of men where it's like, damn, like, why do you act like that? Because you seem to have a really good relationship with your mother, but because that situation is not so black and white, you're going to have that. But for the most part, yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
I think sometimes that men look for their woman, for their mom in their woman. And I think that's where they go wrong. And it's not wrong for you to look for like motherly traits. But the thing about it is your mom gonna love you regardless because that's your mom.
And I'm not.
And I
My love comes with conditions.
and I think, as I get older, like I realize, part of me is love. But understand when you don't, some people can't receive it, so it's like, yeah, it's like throwing water down the drain. And I think when you have that motherly wound, it'll affect you dating wise as far as like, yeah, just trying to fill holes. Trying to fill holes. So I wanted to ask you, not even from an intimate level, I want to say from a platonic level, when you've been friends with men, like,
Ooh.
what does that look like if a man doesn't have a good relationship with his mom?
Platonic wise, I will say that my really good friends who, damn, that's another one because I have some really good friends who had great relationships with their mothers, and as their friend, they treat me accordingly. They treat me nice, they treat me right, but I also feel like that come into play with, how you set your friendship up and what you expect from people, because I've seen them in a dating where it's like, ugh, this is why we friends, you could never be that. But then I also know people who, platonically we're cool and they treat me right. And their relationship with their mother may not be as strong, but they are the most amazing men to meet.
Yeah.
But that goes back into the not black and white thing, meaning some men have found their way, some still have not. Some know the boundaries, some know the expectations, some don't. Like, it's just it's so many corners of that conversation. It's hard.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah.
Okay. From my perspective, and I'm not here to bash my mom by any way, shape, form, or fashion, but we've been repairing our relationship. Let me say that, and I feel like with the relationship with my mom, and it wasn't even done on purpose. It was just like, since it wasn't a consistent, like good man in the house, and I don't want to say it like that's like a one off, but I feel like I had a provider persona because from the ages of like 14, 15 years old, or even even before then, I've always been the man in the house, and so it's like I want to. I'm getting out of that mindset, but back to that relationship with the mom, it's like she didn't even ask it of me. I seen her. I seen her, having troubles, sometimes with this and having troubles with that, and I just wanted to do. And now at the age of 30, I'm trying to swindle my way out of that provider persona because, popular to the contrary, if a man is listening out there, you can be loved without providing nothing.
That's a fact. Because sometimes I see it too much.
You can people will love you just for being you. And I see men all the time say, well, you know, men are the only people that are loved without conditions. One off, I'm gonna tell you that some of y'all niggas, y'all really not.
Y'all ain't lovable.
Y'all ain't. I once, yeah, you just don't know how to receive it. Like in another episode, I mentioned, you know, somebody had got me some lunch one time, and I had cashed out them the money when they was on their way. They was like, "Why you cashed out me $20 for the?" I was like, "Nah, for the food." But they was like, "Nah, it's just Chick-fil-A. It's okay." And that provider persona is just always wanting to be able to take care of everything. And yeah.
And let me say this too, because as you talking, you know me, you know I'm big on spirituality. I also do tarot. Y'all can add that to the list. But you know how I feel about signs and astrology. And I'm going to say that Scorpio is one of the signs that y'all been evolving since y'all came out the womb. And the same way that you show up, my older brother has always been. Like, my mom always talk about my Scorpio child. Like, y'all show up differently. And I feel like, whereas you got those few, like I said, you're one of them people who you self-check from a long time ago. So that's where that comes from, I feel like. Not solely from the astrology, but that's a really big thing of it. Like, he has always showed up as my mother's number 2. You know, I have an amazing stepdad, and we have good dads, but average family. Like, the dads is in and out, or they might not have been consistent. So my mother was a single mom most of her life until she met my stepfather. And even when she met my stepfather, my brother was my shit. Yeah. I've been here doing this, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
He said, you just been getting over. He said, let's be clear.
Nigga, you come here with a motherfucking chicken sandwich and a pair of shoes and you think you doing something? We gave my stepdad hell when he first came. Oh my gosh, shout outs to him.
But he survived though.
He more than survived. He thrived.
He conquered.
My stepdad is, I don't even, you know how I am. I think this is the first time I'm saying the word stepdad to you. That's my dad. Like, he came in and no kids, meeting a woman with 5 kids, and he did that. He did that.
Not me.
He did that.
I would never. No, I'm playing. I'm
Listen,
dead serious.
I'm that serious.
5 kids, a lot of kids.
I swear I could call him right now. I say it to this day. What was it about my mama? Because 5 is a lot. I would have been hit it and quit it. You fine, girl, but not that fine. You got 5 of them, and the 2 oldest is disrespectful, and they always got their hand out. I don't know.
You one of the 2 oldest? You one of the 2 oldest?
I'm the oldest girl.
Oh,
my brother is 33, I'm 31, and then the twins 20.
Damn! Oh, sorry.
You right behind me. Like, my God. Are we losing ourselves?
But yeah, I think, you know, like, my relationship with my mom has, in the way it's made me the man I am, because it's like how you go radically, like, from you go far right and you gotta correct and go far left. Yeah. And so I kind of got everything I got, and it sounds sad to say, but out of survival, like.
Yeah.
And I'm learning to flip that, and you know, like, there's certain things that you think you need, but you really don't. And when it comes to that relationship with my mom, it's like she made me the provider I am on accident. And it's not a bad thing to be a provider, but I've learned that can't be your entirety.
Yeah.
Like, and so I'm learning, and it sucks to say, but like, sometimes, you know.
I told you don't start that shit on here. I told you, please don't start.
On the first date, it's like, you know, I'm normally the type to send a car or send an Uber, or, you know, offer to pick you up. Like, that's just my persona. But sometimes you do have to dial it back to see like, what is you feeling me? And
pick my cup up on that one.
And it's not because I don't want to. And like, you can still do things like that. But okay, 3rd, 4th date, and this guy was coming out. He was saying certain things. It's like, okay, after the 3rd or 4th date, have you ever offered to buy a round of drinks? I probably wouldn't let you, but did you offer?
Right.
are you, you know, and it's hard to like, but it's women out there that do that. I want to let y'all know, like, it's women out there that will pick up the tab. They will, you know, go half, you know, whatever, 50, whatever. It's women out there that will, but you actually have to start dating people that like you, and to keep it a being, they gotta like themselves first.
Yep.
So, what's the words I'm looking for? I want to say, within me, and you know, like I've had intimate conversations with you when it comes to my mom.
Yeah.
Have you seen me grow?
Oh my God. I love that question because you know I have. Like, you want to boast on yourself right now because you know I tell you that. You know I always like oh my God, and it's so funny because the extent in which I've seen you grow, I've brought that into other friendships. Like, I've spoke on that. Like, oh my God, like to see it in real time is crazy. I'm getting chills saying that's crazy. Seriously, like to see it in real time knowledge, it is immaculate. Like, even to the podcast, it's like you say things and you execute. And what make it so much better is like, you ain't no silver spoon. Clarence parents had a real good marriage. It ain't none of that. Like, you got up and you got out the mud, and the same way you talk to me, you know, it's like, I had to be uncomfortable. Bless you.
Thank you.
I had to be uncomfortable. I had to grow. I had to force myself. I had to do these things. It's like, it's motivational to me because that's the last and final bless you. And after that, babies. But it's like, to see it is just, it make me self-check.
Yeah.
Like, what's your excuses about? You know what I'm saying? He got more kids than you. He by himself. He got me, a black man. It's hard for black men. Like, I know it's hard for black women, but it's hard for black men. Then you got your, you know, your personal things going on, and you don't got no solid woman that you're in a relationship with that's motivating you, because we all know, honey, I'm going to give it to the black woman. When you got a black woman behind you, baby, you can get them things done, but that wasn't your situation. You single man out here getting a single dad, well, co-parent, you know what I'm saying, and you making things work, so the growth is impeccable.
Yeah. Like,
I've seen it in real time, and it's just like, I'm just so proud of you. So, yes.
And one thing I can say, like, when you say you feel those, when I say you feel those holes, I feel like my mom, you know, like, she loved me, but she was, like, hard on me. Like,
that's love too.
The grading scale went, if you, like, A, B, C, D. D, don't bring your ass in here with no D. C, I'm going to see your ass when I get home.
And B, you better be lucky you right on the line.
B better. A, I. Like, oh, no, what? Nah. We ain't going to stop. Hell nah. But my mom was always harping on, like excellence for me. And, you know, sometimes it did come in the form of tough love. But it's like, it was, you know, as I get older, you know, and I'm going to be a little vulnerable with y'all. One boundary that I created with my mother, I asked her to stop critiquing me, or I don't want any advice when it comes to my parenting, because there was never really nothing good said. And when I told her that one time, she said, well, it's not nothing good to say. Yeah. And those holes that I filled, and, you know, like I said, we're still repairing our relationship, but on this here podcast, we be 100% honest, raw, and real. And those holes that I filled are with people like Portia, people like Kalia, like,
I need to meet Kalia. I hear her name a lot.
Those friends, people like Sunset, like these people that I have in my life, they speak so much life into me. And sometimes even on an intimate level, when we're not intimate anymore, and you know, but you know, we was intimate and we friends now, and it's like, they still send me, you know, little things like, black man, you doing well. Like, you know how they got the little corny, like, compilations of, like, if you could tell a black, send this to a black man. And it's, and it's like I attracted things that I needed based off of what my mom was giving me. So I don't think sometimes it's always a bad thing, because the people that I have in my life, mainly women, and a lot of people to tell you, like, you would catch me with a group of women before you catch me with a group of men. Yeah. I keep... And it's not intentional, but it's just how it went. And these women don't do anything but speak life into me. And so it's, yeah. And so sometimes I realized that because I got real clear. I had stopped drinking for about 6 months one time.
I remember that.
I didn't.
You went celibate.
I went celibate.
I remember that.
I didn't. January 2nd of 2026, it'll be 5 years. I haven't smoked.
I was just about to say you stopped smoking. I can't even remember the last time you hit a blunt.
Yeah, so it's like I got real clear to like even be able to realize things like that. And dating wise, I have had my fair share of good women, but I feel like sometimes I've done them wrong because
the head scratcher
because maybe just out of spite sometimes. Like my mom, sometimes she talked greasy to me, like, and sometimes it was in a space where I was a kid, so I couldn't do nothing but take it. So when I got older, like, I'm pretty, I look good. I look good, so I could. so you know, like nice women, and outside of that, if you know, some people say, "Oh, you look better in person." No, it's the aura. It's that.
Woo, I love that. I love when I hear that.
It's that. Yeah, they be like, "You look you just actually feeling my energy in real life," and so it's like, yeah, I'm missing the side tooth, but people always compliment me on my smell. Like, yeah, like.
Fuck the side tooth, man. I'm gonna get this side. Get the other side. Get me from the front.
and I feel like I've met, and as of recently, I feel like I'm getting a lot clearer because I drive trucks, so I spend a lot of time by myself, and I think people don't realize, like, and you can only listen to so much music, you can only listen to so many podcasts. I did a Silent September, and and this is a podcast based off of general advice and just conversations with my friends. Every so often, go blank. Some people don't just sit still for 30 minutes. No TV, no phone, no meditation music, no nothing, and see what comes up.
Or they don't know how to sit in silence. I was one of those people. I realized that, like, I could do it now. I can get in a room with me and my friends, and I lay right on her boot cheeks. Me on my phone, we quiet. But there was a point in time where I get in certain spaces, and I felt like I had to feel the silence.
Yeah.
And then I had to start telling myself, like, once my growth came and I got around other people who I started realizing, like, damn, you just be saying anything just because it's silent.
Yeah.
That's when my growth started coming in at.
Because sometimes that's where it's so needed. And oftentimes, like, you know, even tonight, I'm probably going to go and watch the sunset tonight. But, like, just going out there, putting your phone down and just... And sometimes you can do it in nature. Like, that's my favorite thing to do nowadays. It's just sometimes I keep one of these in the back in the car. So it's like anytime I'll just have that feeling sometimes, and I'll just stop whatever I'm doing, and I'm just gonna go down by the river. I'm gonna find me a nice view in the city, and I'm just gonna pull out my lawn chair and I'm just gonna sit.
Yeah. And
just see what comes to me, and that has changed a lot for me too. So it's like now I know what I'm saying to myself, and it's my intuition. It's not fear talking to me. It's not my anxiety. It's not nothing outside of just me being me.
Because you know what else come in silence I also had to learn? And I learned this through learning tarot. There's a fine line between your subconscious and false thoughts. And when you sit in silence, you learn to separate the voices.
Yeah.
This is my real intuition talking, or this is anxiety talking. So that's another thing that comes through that I really had to learn. Sorry. But yeah, that's another thing that I had to learn. But I wanted to ask you, I know you're the host and all, but I do want to ask you, like, in your growth, and you being so evolved from young and growing up and you saying like, sometimes I was spiteful to women. What took you?
Your mic is inside.
Oh, the double D's. I'm sorry.
Put it on the house. Can you say something now?
Something now.
Something now?
Something now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, what brought you out of that? What you feel like brought you out of that mindset? Like, what do you want to? Because, and I'm being honest. Like, you are one of the men who I've seen go through tremendous growth in life and in relationships and learning how to handle women properly. But I've also seen you, like you said, be in that space where you over provide or you overly show up. What's your balance? What's your take back? What's the markers for you where it's like it make it click for you?
Like real life?
Like in real life, like what? Get comfortable. That's right. Like I just want to know, like what, like because they need to hear it. The men need to hear it. Like there's a lot of men that's in your shoes that may not have a father figure that may have had. Like how many women I hear they talk to their sons and their daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I hate to say it, but that's often. So it's like, what's the clicker for you personally, where you just like, that's not gonna work.
Okay. So.
Like, what's the clicker to change your behavior?
Okay. I get what you're saying.
I'm sorry, cause I got the thoughts going. I know I'm probably like.
Okay. So. I realized that clicker was. How my last relationship ended. It was sudden, and it was that fine line, like you said, between knowing what, those unconscious thoughts and those that out of fear. And so when it clicked to me when I started to self-sabotage.
Ooh.
It clicked to me when I didn't know how to receive love, like, and I realized that, but subtle things like a motherfucker couldn't buy me no Chick-fil-A without me sending them some money. Like I didn't know how to receive. I always was, but I had found so much of my personality in that.
Yeah.
But anybody know me, they know I'm mad vibrant, mad goofy. Like I'm just a fun person to be around.
Yeah.
But I was so serious all the time, and I think, and it sounds childish, but some of the things that I do, like I go downtown to ride the bikes.
That's not childish.
I go to a bouncy house by myself.
That's childish.
I go to the little parks by myself, but you
better watch going to the bouncy houses by yourself.
They looking at me crazy, but I'm never on that type of time. But and even sometimes I bring my kids sometimes, because just to make it look less weirder. They like, you getting a ticket too? Absolutely.
Yeah, I need a large top.
they the extras. And so I started to nurture the child within me, because the child within me knew what love was like without having to do anything for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we miss as men. Everything is with us is serious.
But listen to this though. Listen to what you just said. You had a mom who was hard on you, and it seemed like you had a mom who was hard on you, and it seemed like to some extent she was never satisfied. Whereas you could have always been looking for ways to satisfy her, and that's where you come in with that mentality of, if I'm not doing something and I'm not showing up for you, then what is it worth?
Yeah.
How make you happy?
Yeah. And I became a problem solver, and I realized that sometimes my truest form of love is, because sometimes you'll make people lose purpose by solving every problem for them, even my kids. And sometimes I'll let them figure shit out on their own. I ain't gonna let you fall flat on your face if you're my baby, but
right.
Like my daughter, she called me. She was like, or her mom called me, because she didn't call me. Her mom called me, and she was telling me that she was about to, get into a fight and things like that. But I wanted to explain to her that this is sometimes the shit that happens when you cultivate bad relationships with people.
Yeah.
With bad people, let me say that. And so you around a bunch of messy people, and if you think back, the only time that I'm talking with this person, I'm talking about somebody else in their business. It's never nothing about growth or transformation or how you're generally doing, how I'm generally doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to learn those lessons. Now, I ain't gonna let nobody beat my daughter up and bloody her up or nothing like that. But sometimes they have to understand that with life comes lessons.
Yeah. You gotta figure it out. You created that issue. You gotta figure it out.
You gotta figure it out. And I can say that sometimes my mom was like never satisfied when it came to certain things.
Yeah.
Because it's like even when I hit a pinnacle, I feel like, and I'm always growing. When I feel like I hit a pinnacle, it never was like.
Whew, that was me. Because at least your mom had the eye and could be better. That was my relationship with my father. Everything with my father was okay. He's supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Like with my mother, I feel like I lacked in like my mom. We went through a lot, and we didn't know we was poor and all that stuff because my mother created a loving environment. I grew up with a father that sold drugs, and I love my father, so it's not to bash him, but I had 2 and 3 rooms to pick from and be by myself. I didn't want to be there with you. I'm going to my mother's house where me, my sister, and my brother probably got to share a room. But shit, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? We laughing. My mother had living room kids, as they call it now.
Yeah.
We was chilling and camping in the living room, or we bringing our little tablets and all that stuff, and we on the floor in your room. It was to the point my mom had to be like, please, I can't even fart without it hitting your face. Like, please, give me some space. But like, girl, we love you. And that's what it was. With my mom, it was, she would tell me things like if I got to be in school, it's like, all right, good. You could do better. But my mom was always satisfied in that way. Or show up in the house and help in the house. Those things was good. But for me, it was like with the dad, whereas I didn't have financial stability with my mother, I had it with my dad. And I didn't have that love that I get with my mom, with my dad.
Yeah.
He's so like, and again, I'm bringing back to astrology. I know how I am. He's a Taurus. And Taurus men are very like, they laugh and all stuff like that, but they very, you know what I'm saying? They very stern, very, do what you gotta do, X, Y, and Z.
That was a good joke. Huh?
But, shit funny. Say it out of fucking building, but my father didn't play with me. This is the father that, and I love my dad because even though he was strict, he's the reason why I take my education so serious. My father had me on every day in the summertime reading the newspapers in the morning, and whatever grade I was going to that next year, oh, you better believe I was doing that work that summer before. Especially him understanding I was back and forth. I was living in Virginia and New York. In New York, the curriculum is nowhere near the curriculum like Virginia. But also my father came from a drug parent, a missing parent. So I think that toughness he had on himself was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a lock. But that's the environment. That's the environment that they created that really builds on the kids. I lost why I was telling you that. I lost why I was telling you that, but basically to say, I understand that what you're saying, like, and you gotta remember too, that's what it was too, how your mom treated you coming up and what built you. We gotta think about how our parents grew up, where they came from too, and giving them leniency. A lot of them didn't know. A lot of them did not know.
And that's why I give grace, because my mom was a foster kid. But above all, me and my sister, we never separated.
Yeah.
We never had to, we might have been all 3 sleeping on the same bed at my auntie house one day, but we never separated. And it was always love. And like you said, back to astrology, my mom was a Gemini.
Yeah, I remember that.
So like,
she ain't nothing to play with.
You don't know which one you
time is time.
You don't know which one you getting some days, but when times was good, times are they're lovely, like.
Yeah.
But when they bad, it's just like.
Yeah.
You every name in the book but Nigel, like.
Yeah.
And like you said, but I had to step back and give grace, because it's like she was a legit foster kid. Lost her father when she was younger. Mom was pretty okay, but she was a foster kid, and so going to the extent of making sure that me and my sister never separated, going to the extent of keeping me in sports, knowing damn well you don't drive, and we was catching a bus to practice and this and that, like, and still having to work, always picking us over any job, any whatever. It was crucial. And so it's, you know, and so I would say some of that is, it was necessary. It was necessary and it was needed. But sometimes it's okay to, when you get to a certain space in life, to unlearn those habits, even though they might be the reason why I got this house, why I got my cars, why I have.
Thank you for bringing me back, because I started to dissociate. That's how I lost my train of thought. But that, that's what happens too. That's a trauma right there. You start going off in the memory lane and you start dissociating. Like, damn, I done went through a lot. You start opening up different compartments. But true enough, it brings you back, and you gotta remember, like, it's just like the father in Fences. Where I may not have been able to show up for you emotionally, don't let that be the reason you question, do I love you? And where I may not have learned how to emotionally regulate, so now I'm pissed off and I'm calling you every name in the book, don't let that be the reason you question if I love you. Because are you fed? Are you bathed? Are you in school every day? Do you want for anything? Do you got holes in your motherfucking shoes? Are you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had to learn to give that grace too. My dad grew up with a mom who, she was leaving them in crack houses, in the walls of the crack houses. Yeah. My father, to everybody else, the flyest nigga in the world, he been selling drugs since he was 13, first one to have a rope chain, and he over here just trying to survive and get it. Y'all looking at him like, that's what? And he over here just trying to do the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's trying to hustle, so I give my father a lot of grace.
And we in the sense of, like, we always in a space where we're doing better than them. And I think that's the only job for most parents, is to put yourself in a space where you know that your kids are going to be doing better than you.
Yeah.
Because it's growth.
Yeah.
And I don't think people don't realize, like, your great-great-grandmother might as well damn well been a slave. Like,
that part. Right there. We ain't that far off.
And that's 2-3 generations away.
My mother got stories right now of being chased by the KKK.
Yeah.
Literally. And it's like, that comes with that. That's what, there's a lot of things that created my relationship with how I view white people. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hatred, but it's always that warning hanging over your head like a fucking sim symbol, because you running from the KKK and they calling you names, they tell you they're gonna kill you, having to hold your little 7-year-old sister hand and run through the woods, and you get a glimpse back, and it's your motherfucking best friend, a little white girl that you play with every single day. Her and her people running chasing you. So
yeah. My mom, she helped me in more ways than I can tell you. And I want to say, for any moms out there, I think I created a new term called destructive criticism, because it's okay to offer criticism, but don't let that be the only thing you offer. And that's in any form, from a parent to a kid, from a friend to a friend, from a lover to a lover, whatever. If you offering criticism, don't let that be the only thing that you offer.
But they teach that in all leaders.
Yeah.
And that's just something some people just haven't picked up on. Like, some people just don't know how to do that. But that's the first thing they teach you. If you're a leader and you're trying to create other leaders, after you're done criticizing and breaking things down, tell them where they was good at too.
Yeah.
Because that's what boosts kids. That's what boosts them. When you, oh my God, the stick figure got one leg, one arm, and half an eye. Oh my God, look at how perfect the head is. You did a good circle. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? The work is right, but the writing is sloppy as all hell and big as hell. Oh my God, you got all of these right. But let's work on how to get your words down a little bit. Like, you know, but it's hard out here. It's hard out here for black parents. And I feel like the number one thing in these men showing up the way that they show up is, a lot of us our age, we came from that era of when the food stamps and the government assistance and taking the black man out the home. Black men don't want to be fathers, and so now you got them weird ass relationships with some mothers where, girl, that's not your fucking man. I'm his woman. And you know, the man be 45 and he still like the dude from what's the movie with Kevin Hart? I'm ready for the rest of the tour.
Still live with his mama. And she
broke up with him because you got your mother this, your mother that, put your mother first. I've experienced men like that. It's like, I'm downstairs waiting for you for 2 hours.
I'm going to ask you a question.
I don't like the way you sit up when you ask it. Oh, God.
I'm going to ask you a question. So, how does the totem pole look for a man? Kids, wife, and mother. From start to finish. From level of importance.
Level of importance, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like everybody try to create that image of like the wife come first because when the kids move out the house, was this and that. Your job is a parent. Your kids need to feel that love. They need to know that they're first right now. And y'all need to be collective on that.
Facts.
I don't give a damn who I'm dating and what you doing for me and mine. My baby come first. And if we not on board with that together, baby, you can go.
Okay.
So I think it's kids, wife, and the mama. And I'm going to tell you why. Putting your mother last on a totem pole don't mean that she's not equally as important. It just means I'm building a family with my wife. I'm actively trying to keep something together.
Yeah.
And I'm raising my kids, actively trying to grow them. You done already raised me. You good, Martha. Sit back and I'm going to get to you in a second. If I can't get to you, I got siblings that can get to you or something like that. Like, I always felt like that. Like, I feel like the kids is the number one, and then the wife, and then the mother. And it's not to say you don't mistreat your mother, but it shouldn't be no reason why I'm downstairs in the bed with a thong on, waiting for you. Now, I understand going upstairs to rub your mother's feet for 20 minutes, but you've been up there an hour and a half, and the whole time you up there rubbing her feet. Who's going to come rub my back? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I wouldn't have been up there for no minutes.
And that's a real scenario I'm giving you. I'm not even making shit up now. I know I'm funny, but baby, I'm giving you a real scenario at this point.
Down there with the thong. Listen, man.
Listen.
Bye.
What they say, you go to pick the mother and the wife up.
And the mama tried to get in the front seat.
Bitch, if you don't get to the back, I'm respectful, but bitch, don't, like, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
But, bitch, you know I want to be up there holding hands with him.
Yeah.
Like, sit in the back and relax and be on your phone and worry about if you're going to bingo next week. Why are you trying to be in the front? Just like, you've had your time.
Facts.
You've had your time to show up as the number one in his life. Now it's time for him to build his own family. You should want to be in the back admiring.
Yeah.
You understand? Same thing for, like, if I'm your female best friend and you got a woman and we both go into the car, I'm not going to run to the front seat. I'm going to let, out of respect for her, for one, I'm going to get my ass in the back. But also, I'm a watcher. I'm a creep. I'm look at my friend. You up there being in love, she rubbing the back of your dirty ass head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, know your role.
Yeah.
Know your role.
It's crazy because I've had that happen.
And the friend tried to get in the front,
The
bitch.
friend tried to
She
get
wanted
in the
to
front.
I gotta tell you something, brother. I gotta tell you something. Because your friend wanted to be in at the front. That front seat is a lot. That front seat say a lot.
And I had to, like, and they both was like, you know, like, slow pace. And you know how the pace pick up. They
She ain't
both
nothing like me,
to
because I would have gave that bitch the Ike Turner look.
And I think I cleared it up without clearing it up because I opened the front door.
I'm sorry.
You try? I ain't being funny. I'm dead serious, man.
Stop! Oh my God! always made me spill my tea. Yo, shut up. He said I opened the front door.
I had to open the front door.
Did the friend still try to slide? Thank you.
She had to open the front door, and I, you know, motion for the young lady to get in, and the other friend got in the back. But she just had a little attitude back there. But it's like,
and that says a lot too.
Yeah.
Why you back there with an attitude? Because I want to put my hand. If I'm gonna have a prostitute princess, don't you think I want to throw my hand on her thigh?
Yeah. Fact.
While I'm driving.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you, Bonita. Get your ass look bad. So you want me to be looking through the river? You good, babe? You straight, babe? Bitch, get to the back.
You gonna get home and never.
And I'm
get a
sorry,
call back.
I don't mean no harm, but that's something for you to think about now. Just like take your friend glasses off.
Yes.
And really look at the relationship between you and that friend. Ask yourself, did she ever show up like it ever wanted to be more? Because I guarantee you, even if she's good at self-checking and not doing those things, something deep down inside. You understand what I'm saying? Because women ain't stupid. We know.
What you doing if you with a man, even if y'all just went on a couple of dates and you see your friend out in public and he allows the friend to get in the front seat and you get in the back seat? What you doing?
Wait, say that again.
Okay, okay, let me give you a scenario. You out popping it. You out, grooving with your young stemmy.
Okay.
And you running and
I'm by myself on what I do.
Y'all went on, couple days. And y'all run into his friend, his platonic female friend. Like she out at the club, Y'all kicking it, she cool, and at the end of the night when he just dropping everybody off, so y'all walking towards the car and he allows her to get in the front seat and you in the back.
It's two reasons she needs to be in the back.
No, I'm saying if there was a scenario,
I'm gonna silently cut him off. I'm gonna sit in the back. And I'm not gonna have an attitude. You know me. You ain't gonna see I'm bothered. But I feel like, one, you entertaining me tonight. We came here together. This is a third party. Get in the back. We giving you a ride home, and then we going where we going.
Right.
But also, it's just that dynamic. If you entertaining me and trying to convince me that you want to, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing here?
Yeah, and I think ultimately, even to dial back into the relationship with the mom, it's like when you build those boundaries with your mom, you can build them with any other woman of like that. As far as that blockade on your intimate relationships, like a motherfucker wouldn't even think about getting in the front seat if I'm with a young lady because you know
already I'm not playing that.
Because those same boundaries that you done built with your mom, I think everything just begins to translate.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, mom, I love you, or your friend, I love you, but
get in the back.
Get in the back. Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like we all know that's an unspoken. It's an unspoken rule. So I feel like when people test that, it's not just about them testing your boundary. Like they want something. Yeah. They want a little something. I see what you do to these bitches. I see how you had these bitches tore down, friend. I'm trying to I'm trying to see what that be like. I'm trying to see. And then because here comes friend, she might have caught a little glimpse of something.
Oh,
Shit.
The CF did that. I'm retired from that, y'all. I don't do that.
Shit, I remember them days. I used to be going back like a motherfucker. Like, hold on, that nigga bought the whip out. Shit, that's crazy. This is my friend for real, y'all. What the hell?
Have you ever dealt with a mama's boy up close and personal?
Yes.
Damn.
That scenario I just gave you.
That came from the pits.
And it was so confusing because here was the thing. He was the mama's boy whose mama, I think, also, it's like he did so much for her and he showed up so much for her, but he did so much for her and he showed up so much for her, but there still was some type of dissatisfaction where he felt like he needed to overprove himself. And she was so, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible, but she was one of them ungrateful people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was I used to be like, and then he would make it seem like I was, what's the problem? Then I'm like, nigga, if you don't know what the problem is, let me put my shoes on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I've dealt with a mama's boy. I have. And I'll never go back to that because whereas you a mama's boy, and it's whereas he's a mama's boy and he tried to overcompensate with his mother, he also was a really good provider for me, though. I would say that.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's never that black and white. Like, it's always so many instances, but also, he had a father. You know what I'm saying? And he had a father who very clearly, oh, I'm taking care of my wife. I'm taking care of my mother. I'm taking care of my wife's mother. So, not only did you have that provider mindset from whatever the lack came from your mother, but you also had a good father to show you how women should be treated. So that was a hard thing to balance.
Yeah.
That was hard for me to see the difference and like, oh, is this going to be a toxic issue for you? Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing what you're doing, but I'm also seeing, okay, you're a provider and you come from the...
So being a mama's boy ain't always a bad thing.
It's not always a bad thing, but like you said, you got to have that boundary.
Yes.
You have to have that boundary, and I feel like you will lose out on a lot of good women when you try to put them last, because there's a lot of women out there who know exactly what they want, and they've already learned how to set that boundary.
Yeah.
And we in a new era now. So all of that, I know y'all seen the meme 1,000 times. I don't love for free no more, but y'all want a Birkin bag and an acre. Women ain't loving for... me personally, let me look in the camera when I say it. Me personally, I'm done loving for free because it don't get me nowhere but with a wet ass, a half dry towel. Hello? And I'll be back. I gotta do something real quick and don't hit me for 2 days. Damn it. I'm tired. I'm tired.
That meme instantly came to my head when she on the side of the bed and the shirt. Keep your head up, don't say.
Yo, because it's like, I'm the type of person the same way that you say you show up like an over provider and you feel like in that space with your mom. I feel like with me, always looking to be accepted with my dad or make him happy, I've always shown up for men. And then me being me, I'm always trying to figure people out and figure out why you move the way you move. And then there's a psychiatry part of me where it's like, because I understand what you've been through, I want to love you through that. Hell no. Nah. Sometimes you gotta understand and I'ma head out. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that.
Facts.
Because I'm a fixer.
They don't.
I'll take a crackhead and love him down. Like, listen, he just need a little help.
And it's like, sometimes when you are a natural healer, you might attract broken people sometimes. But you can choose.
But you need protectors.
You can choose. Absolutely.
You need protectors.
You can choose to not deal with these people. Like you said, it's so many men that'll... Not so many men. People in general sometimes that'll give that sob story. Or like, I went through this, I went through that. I feel for you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to feel for you from over here.
That part.
Because I don't want to catch a stray.
That part.
And I think that's what some men, when they starting to evolve, have to realize. Like, some women will love you to death. And I think they be mad at some women because they love themselves enough to walk away from somebody that they love to death sometimes.
That part. I feel like I just went through that. You know how, with my pad. I sick of his ass.
And it's like, I think sometimes men, you know, and I was just having this conversation with a young lady. They're jealous of some women because they see women being loved for nothing. Like,
and they see that women know how to, like, I don't know what it is. Like, you will see a man and it's like, the first thing I've learned to do is examine the relationships. You feel me? So I thought I was going in geared up. And you look around and you see like, okay, well, you have an okay relationship with your parents are still together, they doing this, you cool with your mom, da-da-da-da. But there still will be that lack for them somewhere because, for instance, if I was to date you and you be an over provider with me, and I'm seeing that you have a decent relationship with your mother, but you still show up emotionally fucking retarded and mean, it's like, where's the disconnect? Like, there's just so many angles to it. Like, you just, like, you got the relationship with the mom, and if there was a dad, and if they evolved, and it's just too many angles. Like, you think you go in geared up on something, knowing something, and it's like, damn, like, you just, it's too many variables.
Yeah.
It's too many variables. Like,
They can come at you from all angles. But I'm here to tell y'all that, once, and sometimes repairing a relationship with that maternal relationship, sometimes it's just distance. I think some people, they wanna, like, sometimes you can't.
It's a stuck in a cycle sometimes too. Some people be stuck in a cycle, like the way that you was able to create a boundary with your mom said, "I don't criticize me." Some people will create the boundary through an action that is not conscious, meaning I just don't talk to my mom, or every time she starts talking like that, like whatever, and leave out. Like, you created the boundary, but you created a fucked up boundary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do it the right way.
You didn't do that from a conscious. It's like whooping your kid ass, and they don't know
why they gotta
wrong.
be in.
They don't know what they've done wrong. But if I tell you, hey, I love you, but anytime you attempt to give me advice about my children or with parenting, I'm going to politely hang up the phone, or I will leave the room, or whatever space we in.
Because I don't want to hear it, because you still parent. Now you're grandparenting from a place of survival mode. You ain't learned how to tap in with yourself yet, no disrespect, enough to acknowledge and see where you causing more damage than good.
And now it's like with that mom. I don't know. Like you said, you can't do it from that unhealthy space. It's like some men don't have tantrums. Like when they doing something their mama don't want them to do. Like, oh my God, mama, but it's just like, and that's why I learned to not make decisions if I had a couple drinks, I don't make decisions without being like clear and calm. I don't make these decisions. And then I'll go to them and tell them, I didn't like when you did this to me. Because sometimes in the heat of the moment, you say anything.
Oh, God.
You say anything, and words hurt.
But even when you go back, it's like our generation, black parents, like, some of them did the work, but a lot of them came from do what the fuck I said because I said so, and I don't need to explain nothing to you, to the point where when we parent our kids from a gentle space, they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Or any little thing like that. It's like they don't, when you try to bring the issue back to your parent, like, Mom, I feel like when you did this, oh my God. Well, I did this because, like, it's almost like all of our parents got that little bit of narcissism in them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, it's just, I feel like parents is at a place where we can't raise our parents. We gotta let them motherfuckers be. And I love you, and I'm gonna give you grace. I'm gonna check you when I can, respectfully. I'm gonna give them space, but ain't nothing I could teach you. The only thing you could do is watch how I'm about to parent mine and decide whether or not, damn, I see what my kid was saying now. Yeah. Because I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not about to sit here and tell my dad, well, the reason why I overly, praise Nova, and even when I chastise her, I get da-da-da, is because growing up, he ain't gonna understand that shit. Because my dad is basically a millionaire, business owner, strong black man, a great husband, but he still, I think, mentally don't be peeping a lot of things. Like, okay, like, I did probably was a little bit tough, because I'm 31, and to this day, my dad still will not be like, oh, well, I take that back. I say over the last 2 years, he has gotten better at, like, oh, I'm proud of you, that's good, but, like, a lot of the things, like, I'm right there about to finish my psychiatry degree. He's still like, all right, well, when you get that done, let me know when you're ready for the doctorates, because you should have been did it. You took 12 years on a 4-year degree. It's like, damn, like, I struggle. I got congratulations. It's like, well, you should have been did this shit. Now you gonna be graduating with Nova. Y'all gonna walk across the stage together. It's like, you can't raise your parents.
Yeah. You can't, and it's like sometimes you just have to let them be. And from that perspective, like with my mom, it's like sometimes you just gotta let them be, and you gotta be able to enjoy those good moments. I'm gonna say that because it ain't all bad between me and my mom. I don't want to sit.
Facts,
like I said, it's not all bad. We have really good moments. Like
Facts.
I think sometimes we let those bad moments overpower the good ones. Like.
But that's if there's a lot of stuff that's been behind it.
Yeah.
If me and you have a fallout, depending on what it is, obviously, but for the most part, it's going to be easy for me to be like, man, we ain't about to let that stupid shit. But if you done been doing shit over years, over time and time again, and I just been building that up, and it's been irritating me, now it's like, now in my mind, like, I'm sick of your shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired. And it's like now it's dragging out because it's all these things I hadn't spoke on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like with those men, just to bring it into actual, perspective of the topic, like with those men who have those bad relationships with their mothers, I can't sit and wait around to see what the reason is. Do you act like this because your relationship is because this and you're gonna fix it? Are you learning to be like this and you learning to be like that? Nobody has time for that anymore. And they don't even know at this point. It take you years. Black men ain't going to sit with no therapist. So trying to fix yourself, that's gonna take a lot longer.
Cause you not.
And then it's like
You're not a therapist.
You'll see men going through certain things and you'll try to, that's another reason they'll hate you. Because just off my perspective alone, I had a lot of men like, oh, what you think you're better? I don't think I'm better. I want to be better. I am better. For real shit. I am the program. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't bigger than the program. Like, because I look outside myself.
Yeah.
I'm always looking, I take accountability. I'll take accountability for shit that I don't have to take accountability for just because I know that there's power in it. I'm not playing this game with you. And you mad at me because I keep checking you and telling you where you wrong at and da. I don't have time for that. You need to go sit down with your mother and figure out why you and your mom have fucked up relationship and stop trying to gear your anger or when you said the word spitefulness, it just stuck out so much to me because that's how it feel with most of these men. Like they just fucking hate us. I've gotten to a point where I came out of an 8-year relationship and it's like, where you did everything for me and you provided for me, you loved me, you just couldn't stop putting your leg up at the tree. You want to, I'm a man and you gotta listen to me and I'm fucking off every chance you get. You just couldn't stop being a dog. I don't want to figure out why and what part of the relationship with your. I'm all set on it. I'm all set on it. Now you got me taking parts of that into my other relationships and it's like, pimp down. You got me. Pimp down. Like, I'm done. Like, it comes to a point where we try to work on y'all so much that we lose ourselves. Now I'm bitter towards men. I done came out the 8-year relationship. I'm looking for a woman. Because I need that softness now. Now I feel like I need a woman that's going to understand. And 9 times out of 10, I don't know what it is, but the women will look inside themselves first. So even if they got shit going on, they know how to, like, they know how to tap in.
Man, you gotta, and we're gonna wrap this episode up, but I want to let you know that, men, y'all have to be able to be feminine a little bit. And I don't even say be feminine because I say be feminine because there's certain qualities and characteristics that they attribute to the woman.
But it is be feminine because every human is made up of masculine and feminine.
Yes.
You look at a whole person's natal chart and it says it clear as day. Feminine, masculine. And you have men who they masculine is at a 7 and the feminine is at a 2. It's like, goddamn, do you know how to be?
Yeah. You
don't. Everything about, and it's like, it be so strong with the masculinity that I be questioning the sexuality. Nigga, you trying to prove so hard to me that you a man. I'm a man. I'm the man. You follow me. I'm the man. Like, okay, are you the man? Because I feel like the difference is clear. We can see that you a man. But why you keep trying to remind me every second?
Thanks.
It's to the point that you can't even have a conducive relationship and see. I feel like in a real relationship, it's not going to be you the man, you run everything because you're just him. It's going to be wherever it fits. For instance, I had a man who, he did the laundry all the time. That was his motherfucking peace of mind. For some reason, putting the darks with the whites and doing all that shit, that's his peace of mind. Me, I grew up hating to do laundry. Why? Because I had 8 people in the household. My mother always sent me to the fucking laundromat down the block, and we always got in trouble for the clothes not being clean. I have trauma with laundry. So I do it because I have to, but the motherfucking clean clothes will sit there for 6 weeks in the basket, unfolded, and the socks ain't been paired in months. Months. But he did the laundry. And he cooked sometimes because that's where he found his happy space at sometimes.
Yeah.
I did things like I would sit down and I would get on the computer and I would write out the finances. Because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at accounting. I'm good at these things. And he knew how to let me be. I knew how to let him be. And that was an equal household.
Yeah.
I had another man tell me, I better not ever touch a piece of motherfucking laundry if I'm with you. I'm a man. I'm not doing that. And I'm not cooking either. I said, well, goddamn, well, what will you do? What are you gonna do? And it's like, I pay all the bills. And sometimes it's like, I feel like, fuck you and your bill money, nigga, because I got it. I'm a big mama. I pay all my bills by myself just to be in the house saying, I'm not going back and forth about what a nigga not going to do just because you got balls. Because that ain't nothing but chromosomes and science and shit. I could have easily had balls. Like, what are you saying? So it's like, all that unmasculine shit is beyond me.
It was a good episode.
It was. I digressed a lot and I dissociated a couple times.
It was good.
Lost my train of thought, but as always, this was good, pertinent information, and it was a good topic. And I feel like we went a lot into personal relationships with parents and like things like that, more so than, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the message is the message. And they heard what they needed to hear. Yeah. They heard exactly what they needed to hear.
And I want to end off by giving y'all some practical advice. Men, you don't have to be anything but yourself to receive love. I know that's not what we're taught, and that's sometimes not even what we're given. But you can just be and receive love. It's okay to be a provider at certain times, but that's not your suit. So me myself, I disassociated from, like, I don't have anxiety. I have anxious moments. My personality, I'm not a provider, but at moments I do provide.
Yeah.
So I'm not fully associating myself with anything but being me. And that's deserving enough of love.
And I just want to add, everything begins and ends with boundary. Your growth, how you show up for people, what you accept from people, all of that is gonna mold who you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Be a provider. Be a man. Show up for her. But don't cripple her in that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like that's all you meant to be.
Yeah. That was good. So we have P. Where can they find you on all your you didn't.
You can find me at the Portia Fenty, THEE. And for graphics, you can find me at the Digital Trap House. Trap House, HAUS. And yeah. And if you want a tarot read, you can find me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what she's gonna give me for my birthday. I don't want no presents, but a reading for my birthday.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
You could have been told me that. We can get this popping today. Okay.
I got the Monday cards upstairs.
Okay.
I am at The Real Papa Luke on all social medias. You can find this podcast at How You Feel and What Is Real on Apple Music. Not Apple Music. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. Just a reminder before y'all do go, please hit the like and subscribe button on whatever platform that you're watching this on. I want to grow this as a platform, and I want to get real people in here. And so this is literally just me talking to my friends, and I hope it helps y'all in some way.
Same. This won't be the last time y'all see me. This is one of many. I'll be back. This is my chair. This is my shit. This is my shit.
Alrighty, and y'all have a good one. This is How You Feel and What Is Real.